Hello guys, it is iGameplay here. I have my fans on low facing me so I can get all the nice cold breeze without having any interference in the microphone. Today the latest issue of Game Informer got here and I found an interesting article. It's titled, you're never gonna guess this, I mean it's been all over YouTube but you're never gonna guess this. Modern Warfare 3 vs. Battlefield 3. Because Battlefield 3 is first in the page, we'll start there. And they call these camps Modern Warfare 3 camp. So far, here is what Activision CEO Bobby Kotick via CNBC said. So far, I've only seen Battlefield 3 on a PC. I haven't seen it on a console where the bulk of the business is. If it's just a PC title, as it looks like today, that's just a small audience to participate. As then we move on, we get Sledgehammer Games co-founder Glenn Schofield via Oz Gamers. You can go out and name your engine and call it whatever you want, right? We have Frostbite going up the Call of Duties, going up against the Call of Duty, well, it's actually Frostbite 2 now, but it's going against the Call of Duty engine. You know I've done that before. I've seen that trick, and the bottom line is Modern Warfare 3 will run at 60 frames a second. 60 frames a second, guys. Come on, let's not get. Let's stop there. Let's look at 60 frames a second. That's a good amount of frames a second. Not sure any of our competitors will. Not sure I've seen as any of our competitors on the console, especially running at 60 frames a second. I'd be a little scared at this point in June if I was looking forward to a particular game that wasn't on the console and running at 60. I think 60 is our competitive edge, and you just don't throw that away. That was from Sledgehammer Games co-founder Glenn Schofield from via Oz Gamers. Now we'll go to the Battlefield 3 camp. This is from EA CEO John... How the heck do you pronounce his name? John Ricitio. We're going to have a clash of the Titans this fall. The very fact that Activision CEO Bobby Kotick is trying to cast doubt on our game is a perfect example of how we got his goat. Apparently, the EA Electronic Arts, the CEO of Activision, Bobby Kotick, is trying to get people to go after the game that is on his side. Now, don't we all realize that's the whole point of marketing? You get in there, you do what you want to do, and you just you don't back down. You gotta do what you gotta do to get to the top. He goes to say, in terms of where this goes, we think RPS. Here's what he thinks this is going on. We think our PS3 game is better than their Xbox 360 game, and our PC game is better than their PC game. If that's all he's got to say, it's obviously going to evaporate as much as we launch all three. If you went to our press conference, you saw the PS3 footage and the Xbox 360 footage. If Bobby thinks that is through PC footage, he's in real trouble. That was from EA CEO John Ricitio via Reuters. And I'm gonna go on this side here with Modern Warfare 3 CEO Bobby Kotick because I think all I've seen on the E3, I watched the whole thing live on game trailers, and I only seen PC footage. They never particularly mentioned this is PS3 footage, and this is Xbox footage. We could easily tell if it was PC footage, because, I mean, if it was PS3, you'd have the, or Xbox, it would have the nice symbols you get. Now we have DICE executive producer, Johan Anderson, via Twitter. We always do 30 frames per second on consoles. Not possible to fit in vehicles, effects scale, and all players otherwise. I've got to side with Battlefield on this debate because 60 seconds would be like requiring almost a lot of time. I mean, 60 frames per second is like requiring a lot of time if you want to throw in a damage and all that other fun stuff. Then we have EA CEO, another one from EA CEO John Rositio. He just comes out bluntly and says Battlefield 3 is designed to take Call of Duty down. Basically, if you ask me right now, while looking at this article, I can easily just tell out that EA CEO John... I'm just going to pronounce this name now from how I pronounced it the first time. Rositilio thinks that Call of Duty needs to be taken down. You can tell he's a little childish because here he's saying let's take them down instead of why not move them back to second and make our game the best. I mean, you don't see Call of Duty aiming every time just to freaking wipe Battlefield off the map. No, they put them in second. They don't take them down. Then I'm reading this right out of the Game Informer magazine. DICE rendering architect Patrick Bach via GameSpot says, "We don't want to play second fiddle or be a copy of Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3. No one wants to be the cover band. You want to be the star." Here we can obviously tell Battlefield 3 wants to take down modern Call of Duty at all, general. They say they want to be first, basically admitting it that they're jealous. They're jealous that they've been outdone. They're jealous that they can't be first. They're jealous that sometimes you get to the end of the rainbow and somebody's already there. They're jealous because they don't want to admit it, but Call of Duty has taken the hard work and effort and basically becoming number one. So out of this whole debate, I would have to say Modern Warfare 3, welcome to the big league. Battlefield 3, I'd have to say, is still down in AA because, you know, they're acting like children and all that other fun stuff. They don't want to admit it, but they're jealous. They're jealous that they've been outdone. And I don't want anybody complaining and saying, "Oh, you're a fanboy of Modern Warfare or Call of Duty in general." That's a lie, okay? That's a complete, utter lie because I've played Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4, and maybe before that, I don't know, I probably did. And then I've played EA's games of Medal of Honor, and I've played Battlefield 1 and 2. I rented number 2 because I didn't want to buy number 2, but I bought number 1. Battlefield 1 and 2 was great. In all honesty, it was great. I loved Battlefield 2. Battlefield 1 I loved, okay? And they really outdid themselves on them too. So basically, I love them games, so don't even remotely go and say you are a Modern Warfare 3 fanboy. You're a Call of Duty fanboy in general. I think today a lot of people out there are just like fed up. They're like, Call of Duty's been up there so long. It's like, well, they've made themselves and received that position because they've spent their life, their money, all in becoming number one. And apparently, there's something there that always puts it in first. Like I said, EA is jealous that sometimes you get to the end of the rainbow and somebody's already taken that pot of gold. That's all, guys. This talk is over. I'm sorry. I just got an alert on my phone. But anyways, continuing on. That is all. Because I don't want to make this too dramatically long and have you sitting here for 15 minutes just listening to audio. My camera broke. I can't get conversions and all that other fun stuff. That is all.